What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is your review for Grown in Gospel Season 1, Episode 2. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm telling y'all now, I'm going to keep reviewing this show, but I'm going to review this show just so I can fuss every daggone week. Because let me tell y'all something. This is not, and you know, reality shows have to be messy. We get that. Because when they're boring and nobody is giving you any mess, and y'all like, oh, it's boring, I don't want to look at it. But I get it. But if this is supposed to be a representation of what we are looking at in the gospel world today, this is a piss poor representation of what's going on in the gospel world today. Okay? I don't like it. I don't like it. This is a show full of a bunch of mean girls and mean men and messy men. And I don't like it. Let's get into it, because I don't like it. This is a whole lot going on. So we start the episode off. We have Elijah, we have Tasha, and they down at the furniture store taking Bree shopping. She's looking for some furniture for her apartment. Now, the first thing she does, she sees a couch that she likes, and she's like, oh, wait a minute, I need to check the price tag because, hey, it's mama on a budget. The couch was like $1,200, and she said, woo, this is a little bit out of my budget. And so Elijah was like, well, what is your budget? And she said, listen, I need it to look expensive but not be expensive, okay? I don't have the money like that. Like, I don't have it like that. So my thing is this. First of all, there's enough to go around for everybody. I cannot stand somebody that always want to talk about how poor they are. And I don't mean that in a mean way. Because if you don't have it, you don't have it. But girl, we done heard it. Throughout this whole episode, you talking about how you don't have no money and how you broke and how you don't have no money and how you broke and how you don't have no money and how you broke. Girl, we got it the first time. I get it. Now, I also understand that you're around a bunch of people that are pretending like they don't hear what you're saying and they don't comprehend it. And, you know, so then Elijah starts trying to dress her. And he keeps talking about, I'm just trying to elevate you. I'm just trying to, if you're going to be with the crew, then you have a certain level to be with the crew. That's some real high school shit. Like, are we grown or what? Like, later on in the episode, y'all are talking about, oh, well, we're in our 30s and Bree's still living da-da-da-da-da. Y'all are still living da-da-da-da-da. Y'all are still in high school. Because who says that in their 30s? Oh, in order to run with us, in order to be a part of the cool kids, then that means you got to have $6,000 furs and you got to drive a nice car. You got to live in the right neighborhood. Like, who does that? Like, if y'all knew each other since high school and this is really a friend. Now, Elijah, I know you don't know her like that. But the rest of them, if this is really your friend, then you accept her flaws and all. And I understand helping her because she's trying to get her music and helping her with styling and an image when she's on stage. But let's be clear, there's a whole lot of celebrities that when they not on stage, baby, they got on some leggings, a t-shirt, and some comfortable ass shoes, and they are calling it a day. Stop acting like celebrities dress to the nines all day, every day, because that just ain't the reality. Just stop it. Because if you think that I believe that that's really your house, Elijah, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Moving on. Probably ain't your car either. Hell, them probably ain't even your furs. Moving on. And so this whole conversation about her mindset and elevating her and, you know, now the one thing they are right about is that she don't have her confidence. And they are right about that. And for whatever reason, her confidence is gone and she's trying to build her confidence up. But do y'all really think that this hazing ass boot camp shit that y'all are putting her through is helping her with her self-confidence? It's not. And she keeps telling y'all, she said, listen, I am happy with my Ross boots and my, you know, my jacket, my Forever 21 coat and my scarf that my mama gave me, like my mama-in-law gave me. Like, I am good with all of these things. I don't need all of this extra. I don't need any of that, right? I'm good with this. And either y'all are going to accept that she's cool with it, or y'all ain't the crew for her. But you can't keep beating her over the head with it. And then they telling her she need to change her mindset, telling her that she has star quality. But I just don't think you know you have it yet. I don't think you know you have it yet. Oh God, yeah. All right, I'm done with that. So then we see Elijah getting ready for his video shoot. He is putting out an independent product. He's very nervous about it. He said for the shoot, he's the producer, the director, the star. He's all of the above. They get down to the theater. Of course, he got to pull up in this, you know, was it a Camaro or whatever the hell the damn car is. And he's complaining from the beginning. He goes inside and he said, "What is this? What is this?" The lady who decorated it looked like an older woman. She decorated it, and it's balloons and stuff. And and then he's immediately upset about the balloons. What are they doing here? What are the balloons? What are the balloons? And he is throwing a tantrum. He is like yanking the balloons down and throwing them. And in my opinion, all he's doing is creating a moment. He wants camera time and he wants a moment, because all of that is just, all that was so extra and unnecessary. And you are tearing that the balloon. First of all, I don't even know where they shot the rest of the video, but they ain't even shoot none of the video in the damn hallway. So why was all that even there to begin with? But it was just ridiculous. So then they get inside and he's, doing the video shoot. He gets lightheaded and he ends up passing out. Now his friends, because he's always so extra and he always does too much, his friends really hesitate before they even run over there to help him, because they think it's a joke. They think he's playing. They finally go over there and realize that he's not playing and it's not a joke. And they're trying to help him revive himself. Now Jay Brooks the whole time is like, I'm really not sure. Like, are you playing or not? Like, is this real or not? And even later on when he's talking to Nikki and Tasha, he's still sort of questioning whether it was real. Like, I mean, okay, he was feeling a little lightheaded, but like, he really did the most. Like, he really laid there for a long time and he really had a lot going on. But he came back miraculous. He said that they gave him six IV bags. Sir, nobody gave you six IVs. Nobody did that. Nobody gave you 6 IV bags of liquid, sir. Nobody did that. If you were that dehydrated, they would have left your ass in the hospital for at least a day. Like, ain't nobody give you no... First of all, how long were they there that they gave you 6 bags of IV drip? Now, I didn't go to nobody's medical school, but I just don't believe they gave you 6 IV bags of fluids. And then you came back and finished shooting the damn video. Sir, bye. Anyway, so then we get to the scene at Auntie Dorinda's house, as Jay Brooks calls her. And he's talking to Tasha and Nikki, and of course, like I said, he's telling them that he doesn't believe that, Elijah's faint was 100% legit. And then, well, they playing cards, whatever. He's talking about how in the church, the gambling, I don't care. So then they start talking about, again, here we go talking about Bree. Well, she definitely has a star quality, but her confidence is gone, and we got to get her confidence right. And then they start talking about, because you got to get away from Fred Hamm is your father, and Fred Hamm is. Now let me say this: either this is really bad editing, and they have edited out all the parts where she talks about her father, or y'all are putting 20 on 10, because I really ain't heard her talk about her daddy that much. I mean, in the last episode, we saw the scene with her mom and her stepbrother, but everybody had that scene. Everybody had the scene talking about their family. Like, we saw Nikki with her mom. We saw Nikki with her mom and her aunt. Now, we haven't seen the rest of them with their family, but we had confessionals of them talking about who their family was and this, that, and the other. So I didn't see that being a big deal. And then at Nikki's birthday party, at the end of the episode, I saw her bring her father up a little bit, when she was talking to, the Clark sisters and stuff like that. Y'all brought her daddy up, Nikki, when you took your auntie and your mama shopping, y'all brought Fred Hammond up talking about her relationship with him and whether he's helping her with her career or not. And then in this episode, y'all brought Fred Hammond's name up more time. If I had a drink for every time one of y'all said Fred Hammond's name, I'd be drunk. She didn't, again, unless it's just really bad editing, she doesn't bring him up like that. Y'all do. So anyway, they making it seem like she's using him as a crutch, and what are you doing now? And, Jay was like, well, she done left, got married, got divorced, got married again, came back. Like, I'm just not sure she's really dedicated to this, and she's really focused on doing this, and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, again, y'all are making her like she's some charity case, like y'all found her laying on the street somewhere, and y'all got to clean her up and make her presentable. Like, anyway, y'all was doing a lot. Then we meet a new person. I don't want to say character, but Shayna Williams. She is a gospel singer. And she said her and Jay Brooks are like brother and sister, you know, and so we see them meeting up. Now she is pregnant. Okay, she's got her own business. She said she's an entrepreneur. She's a gospel singer. She said that this has been a rough year for her because she lost her mom, and that was like her best friend, and so she really, really has been going through a lot. Um, her and Jay get into this story about why her, Tasha, and Nikki are not cool anymore. And she said, you know, I'm really, you know, like basically, to make a long story short, to cut through all the minutia, it sounds like Tasha is mad at Shayna because allegedly, is it Shayna or Shannon? Shannon. Because allegedly, she was talking about Tasha's marriage. And Tasha said, you know, it got back to me through my husband that you was talking ish about my marriage. And I don't appreciate it, you know. And then Nikki, I guess Nikki just being a good friend. And it's like, yeah, because that's some, you know, that's, you passing stories, you gossiping out here. And that's supposed to be your girl. And you putting stuff out. Now, she told Jay, she said, yeah, she, you know, when I talked to her, she did tell me about stuff going on with her marriage. But I wasn't speaking out of turn. And I don't even know where this came from. So Jay was like, look, I don't really know who's telling the truth and what's going on because I'm friends with everybody and, you know, Shayna like to play victim sometime, so I don't really know who's telling the truth and who's not. He said, but I don't know any of these women to be liars, so I really don't know whose version of the story to believe. He said, but, you know, a lot of times I play mediator, and so he says, well, what if I can get y'all together, you know, so we can try to talk this out and try to resolve the issue. So then we get to Bree's birthday party. Now let me say this. Now Bree, I've been defending you because I feel like they turning you into this charity case, and that's just not your ministry, okay? You might not have as much money as the rest of these people pretending like they have, because again, Elijah, I got my eye on you. But this party. So it's your birthday. Well, no, before we even get to that, we have a scene with Elijah and his stylist, that child, celebrity stylist, and he's talking about how he want to hook Bree up. And he picks up all these different, like, coats and stuff. Oh, Bree would like this, Bree would like this, Bree would like that. He said, maybe I can gift her a photo shoot. So you want to gift her, for her birthday, the opportunity to wear a bunch of clothes that she can't afford? For what reason? And he said, well, I mean, because she could post them on, you know, Instagram, and then it'll create buzz, and then that'll make people want to go listen to her song. Sir, what? That's your logic? So we get to Bree party. Now, let me tell y'all something. Like I said, Bree, I've been defending you. I really have been defending you, girl. Bree, girl, you got Patrice sitting there by herself. Her and Elijah were the first two to show up. Now, I don't know, we don't know who this Patrice is. She's just sitting there by herself. And this, first of all, it was at the basement of a church. That's number one. You would have been better off saying, let's meet at a restaurant and let's just have dinner and I'll bring in a cake or whatever. But okay, it's in the basement of a church. She got that them Party City decorations. Now, I will agree with Elijah on that. Them decorations was tied. The cake looked like it wasn't big enough. It looked like it was a single serving. It looked like one of them little cakes you buy just for yourself, or maybe you and one other person. So it wasn't even like a half a sheet cake. So when Bree, so everybody arrived, right? Now Shayna walks in there, and Tasha and Nikki are sitting down. They beefing. You could cut the tension with a knife. Shayna speaks to them, and look, as far as the way, at least the way it was edited, they ain't even speak back. I said, well, damn. Y'all can't even say hi to the woman. Y'all can't even speak to the woman. I said, damn, that's what we doing? So, Bree finally gets there with Jay Brooks. They show up together. And Bree going to introduce Patrice, who had been sitting over there by herself, as her friend. Why the shady? Because I know this was some shady ass production. Why production gonna put underneath her name friend slash event planner or party planner? What party she playing? I hope she didn't plan that. She playing that party? The party we watched that was in the basement of the church with them Party City decorations and that cake for one. And then Bree gonna say, well, this is the best that my budget could afford. Then you shouldn't have had no party. If you couldn't do no better than that, then listen, every birthday ain't worth celebrating. I mean, I shouldn't say not worth celebrating. Every birthday you can't celebrate the same way. Listen, I know we filming the show and maybe that was the best you could do and you was trying to have a moment in a scene. But y'all would have been better off going down to the Olive Garden saying, listen, can we get your private room? And we're going to sit in there and we're going to film this scene / have my birthday party / can I get them free, Olive Garden used to have this free cake for your birthday. It was really nice. It was a single serving. It was like this was a chocolate cake with this really nice icing. That's why I'm fat now, because my ass remembered that cake from probably 20 years ago. I had a friend that worked at Olive Garden. I used to get them cakes. Neither here nor there. You could have went down to the Olive Garden, the Red Lobster, the TGI Fridays, the Applebee's. You could have went down to the Japanese steakhouse. I could have done the hibachi. Like, you had options, Bree. But that was tired. Now look, I've been defending you, girl, but that was tired. Now that was a tired ass party. So Bree comes in and she decides that she want to sing for them. I don't understand why. Now everybody kept saying how beautiful her voice was, but it was always a but behind. Her voice is so beautiful, but she doesn't know she has the star power. Her voice is so beautiful, but she doesn't have the confidence. Her voice is so beautiful, but this wasn't the time or the place. So she get done singing, and then it's time to open up the gifts. Now, Tasha gives her an envelope full of money. And again, nobody is going to say no to money. Like, nobody's going to turn money down. But once again, it came off as a charity instead of, I'm celebrating you, my girl, happy birthday. But it came off as, girl, I know you need the money. Here you go, girl. Like, that's how it came off. Like, that's not how I want stuff to come off when my friends are doing something for me. Like, it's my birthday. Yes, who don't want an envelope full of money, but I don't want it in pity. I want it in celebration. Does that make sense what I'm saying to y'all? I hope this episode irritated me, in case y'all can't tell. I'm almost done, though. So, Elijah gives her a pair of Yves Saint Laurent boots. Now, the boots are bad. The boots are bad as hell. And he gonna say to her, yeah, take them ugly ass boots off and put these on. She says, why are you talking about my boots? I like these boots. That should have been the end of the conversation. Because again, at the end of the day, you don't have to like her style. You don't have to think it's fly or any of that. But the woman told you she liked them damn boots. So, while they're singing happy birthday, he is literally putting the plate on top of her head and pressing her afro down. I don't know what his problem is with this woman's hair. Like, do you have a problem with a woman who wears a natural style, who wears her hair in a fro? Because I think Bree's hair is beautiful. I love that color. I love that afro. I think it is so cute on her, and I think it is cute on her. I don't know what his issue is with her and her hair. So she told him to stop. So then, as they're sitting there, you could tell they had already cut pieces of the cake, so she had what was left. I don't know, listen, it was like the story in the Bible where the Lord made the 3 loaves of bread feed thousands, because I don't know how they got the cake to feed all them people, but okay. Elijah gonna come over and take his finger and wipe it in the cake. And she said, okay, well, we're done with that. She don't know you like that, sir. You can't just be putting your finger all in her food. She don't know you. What is wrong with you? Then he's helping to clean up. And he done put her damn boots in the trash. And for her, I think that was it for her. That broke the dam. And she was done. She started crying and she left. And now he want to talk about what's wrong. Why she mad? Are you crying? Really? Are you really crying? What is wrong with you? And I'm like, are you serious right now? You have literally embarrassed this woman. You have literally treated this woman on her birthday. And then to add insult to injury, you put her boots in the trash? Are you serious right now? So the women go out. Nikki and Tasha go to talk to Bree. She's in the car. She's crying. And she starts talking about her issues with men. Now, personally, I can't tell you what your trauma is, and I can't tell you what your issue with men is. But in this moment, I don't think this issue is about men or your relationship with your daddy. Your issue is with one man, and that is him. What he did to you was wrong. It was fucked up. It was disrespectful, and it was rude. And that don't, for me, again, I can't tell you what your trauma is, but for me, it ain't even about the bigger picture. It is really about him. It's not like you took something small and blew it up and made it a big deal. No, he did some effed up stuff, and it is a big deal. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Anyway, that's all I got. That was the episode. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.